Here's your report.
Oh, thanks, Jane. I wish I could hire someone just like you.
Try LinkedIn Hiring Pro. It's more than a job board. It's like the recruiter you always wished you had. Hiring Pro uses real-time insights to match your role to LinkedIn's unique network of professionals and delivers a short list of best fit candidates. You'll spend less time sorting applicants and more time talking to the right people.
Let's do it. You're irreplaceable, Jane, but another you would be great.
Hire right the first time. Post your job for free on LinkedIn today at linkedin.com/quality.
This episode is brought to you by Accenture. When your advertising operations fall out of sync, everything else follows. Spotify and Accenture are working together to reinvent the rhythm of ad sales, using automation, analytics, and smarter workflows to simplify campaign delivery and access better data across the business. The result? Less time spent on operations, more time connecting brands with the moments and fandoms that matter most. Learn more at accenture.com/Spotify.
Hi, it's Dave here. This is my wife, Kathy.
Hello.
This is the Cinemile, the podcast where we walk home from the movies. Today we are going to the live-action remake of Moana for some reason. Why are we doing this
Well,
again?
because the Odyssey came out last week and Spider-Man comes out next week. And this week there's not really much on. The kids are happy to go and see it, though. We're going to go and see it as a family. It struck me when I was thinking about it, when we started our podcast 10 years ago, our first ever episode was the Jungle Book live action remake, and we were like, wow, this is really cool. And then that same summer I went to see Moana with my mom, so that's one of the very early episodes of this podcast is also a Moana review, and it's like one of my favourite Disney movies of all time. I love Moana. It's a great film. But then we saw Moana 2, which we've also reviewed on this podcast, which was like quite the dud.
So, but
this
like,
just feels like I think they've made this so soon after the original, which they don't typically do, because of The Rock.
and the Moana 2 came out last year. So it's like, I think, well, look, they are being punished at the box office. This movie has underperformed.
Yeah.
Right, it has.
But all the other movies had a much larger gap. Even Lilo and Stitch, which we really enjoyed last summer. Like, that was ages since the original.
Lilo and Stitch also, right, is 99% set in the real world. Right? With like one animated character.
Yeah.
Right? And from what I've seen of the footage of this movie, it's like they didn't go to any Polynesian islands. They
really?
went to the volume and just shot on a green screen.
Right, okay.
It looks horrific.
Yeah, I did think
so.
from
What
the
are we
trailer.
what are we doing here?
Yeah, I did.
If you're going to do a live action remake, go somewhere.
And film it, yeah. But the
Do a
trailer
live action remake.
doesn't look great. But I am going in with some optimism because Moana is a brilliant film. Absolute best songs probably of any
It's
Disney
a
film.
banger.
Yeah, so we'll go and we shall report back.
See you soon.
Moana, I want to know about you. Tell me about your hopes, your dreams.
Well, I guess I kind of jumped.
Time's up. I gotta bounce.
Maui. Shapeshifter. You stole the heart of Te-Fiti and cursed the whole world. If you restore the heart, you'd be everyone's hero. Maui, you're so amazing. Look at the definition. It's girls.
It's true, I do have beautiful hair.
What can I say except you're welcome? I'm sailing away, you're welcome.
This mission has no chance. We gotta go through a whole ocean of bad.
We can do this.
Maui's not spelled with a we, it's spelled with an I.
Are you kidding?
Good job, me. And she's back.
Right, we have seen the live action Moana, and before you hear from Dave and I, the most important audience is here. The children have seen the movie. Elliot, tell us, what did you think of the live action Moana?
It was good.
Yeah, you liked it?
Yes.
What did you like about it?
I liked the lava monster.
Yeah. And did you think the live action was better or the animation's better?
The live action.
Yeah, why?
Because it's cooler.
Oh, it's cooler. Why is it cooler?
Because it's animated.
No, it's not. It's live action.
Oh, because it's live action.
And who was your favourite character?
Maui
Yeah?
and the lava monster.
Yeah, cool. Okay, Oscar, what did you think?
I liked it.
Yeah, what did you like about it?
That is live action and
What do you think of the Moana? Was she good?
yeah,
And what about the Maui?
yeah, and like, is he the Rock?
Yeah, he is. And so why do you like the live action?
I don't know. I just think it's better than the other.
Yeah. So thumbs up? Yeah? What was your favourite bit?
40 thumbs up.
What did you say, Elliot?
40 thumbs up.
Oh my goodness. Oscar, what was your favourite bit?
I like when they go on the boat.
Yeah, that was fun. And what's your favourite song?
You're welcome.
What's your favourite song, Elliot?
I am Moana.
Yeah, that's a great song. All right, okay, thank you, boys. So 40 thumbs up from Elliot. How many thumbs up from you, Oscar?
50.
50? 90 thumbs up. Right.
Actually, 1,059 thumbs
Oh
up.
my goodness. Okay, there's a lot of thumbs up.
Infinity thumbs up. Infinity thumbs up.
Okay, Dave and I will be back in a minute with our opinions. You may
Actually,
hear
12.
a quick break.
Tomorrow morning is knocking. Stock your fridge now. How about a creamy mocha frappuccino drink? Or a sweet vanilla? Smooth caramel, maybe? Or a white chocolate mocha? Whichever you choose, delicious coffee awaits. Find Starbucks Frappuccino drinks wherever you buy your groceries.
Okay, so you have just heard our kids' thoughts on Moana, the live-action remake. If it's your first time here at the cinema, we won't spoil the movie until we get to spoiler street. Kathy, what do you think of that?
So I feel very cynically about the film, as we discussed. And I do think the reason they've made it now and not waited an appropriate amount of time is because The Rock's going to age out of the role, and they really wanted The Rock. And I actually get that, and like I think it's really cool that the actor from the cartoon is now in the live action, right? So I actually genuinely enjoyed him being in it. I think the casting of Moana was great. She's a great Moana. And I love to see, I know we were saying a lot of it probably wasn't shot in the water or on islands. I don't know that for sure. A lot of it looked very, very fake, a lot of the water stuff. But I do love to see like a completely different culture than we typically see on the big screen. Like before Moana, like the only like mainstream Polynesian representation was like Jonah from Summer Heights High. Do you know what I mean?
Sorry, that's not representation. That's a
what I'm
white
saying.
guy.
It was a white guy in
pretending to be-
blackface. Like,
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
I'm really happy. I was really happy to see the cast here. I think they were all wonderful. I think the casting of the grandmother was amazing. Loved the casting of the parents. So I really liked the cast. I loved all the sequences where they were like all dancing together. Because of course, as we said, the music's amazing. So anytime a musical number came on, I just was really, really happy. All that being said, like, do I think it's a great film? Probably not, but the thing with the Moana is the story is so good that it did carry me through, and I think there was some parts of it that actually looked better than the original. For example, the Te Fiti bit at the end, I thought that looked really beautiful. Where the film let itself down is when you have sequences, and I was really excited to see The Rock doing You're Welcome, because I love that song. When the You're Welcome sequence happens, they weirdly animated loads around him to try and make it look like the cartoon, where in the cartoon loads of kind of graphics happen around Maui during that sequence. But I wish they just choreographed it as like a good old-fashioned song and dance number and actually changed it. I think the flaw in these live-action remakes is that the desire to just remake every scene bit by bit, and they actually should just make it live action.
They don't adapt.
No.
Like an adaptation takes something from a format and transfers it to an appropriate, adapts it to a new format.
And
they don't do that with any of these things.
yeah.
It's literally just like to the point where the characters are repeating the same jokes, moves, facial expressions, but all that does is beg you to compare.
So I wish they hadn't
it doesn't compare favorably.
Yeah, I wish they hadn't had as much animation in it, basically, because I'm like, I came for a live action.
Yeah,
so
what's the
overall,
point?
I enjoyed it, but like, it's by no means like a wonderful film, and I am just a little bit like, other than The Rock will age out of the role, there was no reason to do it now, and I can see why audiences haven't really been turning out for it.
I didn't enjoy it. I hated it. I wanted to be watching the original Moana. If they'd released that into theaters, I would have turned out for that and sat there and beautifully, which I haven't seen at the cinema.
No one's stopping you watching Moana at home on Disney Plus, Dave.
No one is, because I've watched it dozens of times over the years, because it's an all-time classic. And all of the things that you've said, besides perhaps Polynesian actors getting work in live action work, which is nice to see and encouraging. But like nothing else you said. Everything you said relates to the original Moana. Like nothing, like all of the good stuff in this film existed 10 years ago, and they are just like nicking it. All they have done is copied and pasted and created an inferior version. I don't understand what's the point of this. I don't understand who's it for. I don't understand the value in it. I understand, as you said, the appeal of we have a voice actor, The Rock, who did a brilliant performance as Maui, and he could have the look because he looks like voice actors don't always transfer into live action.
Yeah.
So I get that. And
albeit he's wearing a muscle suit that has no nipples, which we did laugh at.
And look, I'll start on the good stuff. I agree with you. The actress who they cast as Moana is wonderful. Mm-hmm. She's very nice, very charming. She does a really, really great performance, and I thought she's
brilliant.
Excellent. The Rock is great as Maui.
Yeah,
he always was. I think and I didn't think, and the internet was taking the piss out of his hair and his wig. I actually thought it was fine.
I thought it was fine.
It's fine. Yeah. Obviously, we're used to him being bald, but the wig is fine. There's bad wigs in movies. This isn't one of them. So that's a non-topic.
Yeah.
The actual topic is, what are we doing here? Why does this exist?
This is the question we ask after any of these live action remakes. But usually the answer is it's bringing it to a new audience, like with Cinderella, because our kids had never watched the original Cinderella. But this is it's just so recent.
It's so recent, and it's so in the zeitgeist.
Yeah.
It's like, you're right, Cinderella, there's an argument for it. It needs an upgrade.
Yeah.
And coming back to Lilo and Stitch, I did enjoy last year.
Yeah.
Because that film is they were on location. They were in Hawaii, or at least it looked somewhere where it looked like Hawaii. It was a real place.
The locations of this film, though. We don't know where they went.
The point is so that's like film set, a live action film with dozens of actors and extras and a location and one animated character who's probably a tennis ball, which is Stitch. This is the exact inverse of that, as you described. This is The Rock on a soundstage with nothing around him, and they animate the entire thing again. But the animation in this movie is less attractive than the animation of
Moana.
Yeah. It looks dog shit.
Yeah.
It is honestly, when this movie started, I had the thought, have we wandered into the 3D screening of this? And I don't have the glasses on.
Yeah, initially I actually had a headache from watching it.
Oh no, sorry, it was like when you it was the opposite. It's when you wear the 3D glasses in a screen that isn't 3D and it looks really dark. Everything was drab and grey. Maui's tattoos, which are animated in the same way, don't pop like they do. So when they're moving around, because it's shot in some grey soundstage, I couldn't follow the movement of his tattoos because the contrast wasn't there.
It doesn't look as good. Like the original Moana, I remember when Mom and I saw it in the cinema.
It's gorgeous.
We were gobsmacked, and we had been in Fiji years and years ago when we lived in Australia. And I felt like I was back in that part of the world, and I didn't feel it with this live action, which is where you really should feel it. So yeah, I agree. It's such a shame. But then the songs of Moana really carried it through, though, didn't they?
Oh, the songs are amazing.
The songs are so amazing.
And she's a lovely singer.
Yeah.
And The Rock is obviously singing both versions. But there was at one point at which The Rock, that You're Welcome song is a disaster in this movie.
I know. I actually think, was there too much pressure on You're Welcome? They didn't deliver at all.
They didn't at all. And there's one point at which it cuts to the two of them dancing together, and it was embarrassing.
But that happens in the cartoon
dance.
Though. But it's because they were copying the cartoon. Every bit of that was from the cartoon. They should have done an old song and dance number and just had the two of them on the beach. I understand you still could only have the two of them.
Do anything.
Yeah.
Have put your stamp on this. Do a different take on this. It is just soulless, vacuous, corporate, bland. I struggle to even call this entertainment.
I wouldn't go that far because the story is not soulless and the songs are full of soul. So I can't agree with you on that.
But that's not the same thing. That's literally that. All the good stuff in here is from 10 years ago and was just lifted. So you cannot give this movie, the people who made this movie, what do they deserve credit for?
Well,
Lin-Manuel Miranda wrote these songs more than 10 years ago.
Yeah, but like all the actors are amazing. Like all the dance sequences where you've everyone from her tribe on the island, like they're gorgeous looking. Like I wouldn't say those people don't deserve credit. There's a lot of stuff in here. It's just the CGI and the like direct copying stuff I didn't like.
I don't mean the
obviously.
actors. I mean the actual filmmakers here. I think this is just an ugly looking.
But if I was a
pointless
filmmaker and
exercise.
Walt Disney came to me and said, "Will you make the Moana live action remake?" I'd say
no.
course.
I'd say, Walt Disney, you're dead. Didn't you die decades ago?
But I just think you're being way
And
too
no.
harsh. Like any filmmaker or actor or whoever is going to be offered this project, of course they're going to take it. The deep problem here is not this project. The deep problem is Disney's complete and utter lack of originality.
Yeah.
And the fact that like Moana is such a wonderful story. It was a culture we'd never seen on screen before. It's like probably arguably the best Disney songs ever written. We'll go and get creative teams to make more fresh stories, and Disney's just so reluctant to do that, and they've just gotten themselves, and it's the same with Marvel, like bringing Tony Stark back, Robert Downey Jr. back to Marvel is so uninspired.
Desperate.
It's so desperate.
And that new trailer looks so dull.
It looks
I watched
so
it.
dull, and I think that's the wider problem here. It's the lack of originality in Disney. It's not a problem with anyone involved in the making of this film, and I think they made this film quite well, and I personally genuinely enjoyed watching it.
Let's keep going on this analogy because you've got it. This year is the turning point for Hollywood. I really think that.
Mm-hmm.
Live action remakes, which we've been getting for years, and a lot of them make big money.
Yeah.
Underperforming. One of their best ones. Underperforming. As you said, Avengers. There's no real big appetite. Now maybe I'll eat my words.
I mean,
in
we'll go
December.
see it.
We'll see it.
Yeah.
But are we going to go 3 times like people went to Endgame?
Yeah.
Like is the appetite there? That feels tired. It feels old. Star Wars nobody turned out for this year. Supergirl bombed.
Yeah.
Like Backrooms and Obsession are the success stories of the summer. People want original stories.
Yeah.
I think this, and if they don't wake up and stop reheating old IP to us with very little creative thought or input, then I think Hollywood's in big trouble because they can no longer ride on the coattails and say, "Oh, Gen Z won't go to the cinema," because that is literally not true.
Is going to the cinema, and it's not to see your shoddy remakes.
Yeah.
But with the with all the Disney remakes and like the box office flux and all that kind of thing as well, they always take the wrong lessons, right? So you know when like Heated Rivalry came out, which is a show we love and we reviewed over on our Patreon, like why Heated Rivalry was so good was like they were 2 brilliant characters and brilliant actors, and it was a really good story, right? But what's Hollywood taking out of that? Hockey! The hockey was so...
There's no hockey in
no
that.
significance in the show.
We were complaining about the lack of hockey in that show.
But it's because they were 2 characters we've never seen on screen before in this wonderful relationship and this really interesting setting of competitive sports, and the fact that it was hockey didn't matter. It could have been any competitive sport.
When will they ever learn the lesson? Oh, people want authentic human stories written by that are original and have a creative vision.
Yeah. And we haven't seen before. Like I was always so struck by Moana because we really hadn't seen a princess like her before, and that's why I still love this film, because we haven't seen a live action Disney character like this either.
But like,
and I just think, so for me, I'm not going to shit on this film, but what I am going to shit on is just the broader lack of any creativity in Disney at the moment. Like when you think what Disney used to make and what it's doing now, like it's pretty embarrassing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even Pixar's gone the same way. Anyway, we could talk about it all day. We won't. Our kids did say they preferred the live action to the cartoon, which is adorable, and they had a really good time. And we had a great trip to the cinema. We went with friends. We all had a nice time. Like, I'm not going to shit on this film, Dave.
I didn't. I was absolute misery.
No, you were.
I was seething. I will admit though, you're right. The lava monster in this movie is very effective and did look better
Looked really good,
than the original.
yeah.
However, it was really, really well done. And I thought that actually the third act was that third action scene, I think really
good.
worked and was very effective in this movie. It's probably the one thing that I thought they have improved on the original.
I think so too. And like when I Am Moana came on, come on, like you had to do
I
something.
get chills every time from that song.
Yeah.
All the songs in this movie.
I cried like
so
3
good.
times in this film as well. Anyway, we actually aren't going to
Again,
go
I attribute your tears to 2016's Moana, not 2026.
We aren't actually going to go to spoiler streets on this because look, you've all seen Moana. We won't spoil the ending. Don't go and watch Moana 2. if you want to see a live action remake, I do recommend this. And if you don't, just go back and watch the original Moana, which will be on your Disney Plus.
And write in if you do want to see a live action remake. I'm interested who you are. Tell us about yourself.
I just never mind them that much. Like intellectually, I'm not into them, but when I watch them, I don't mind them. You know, that way. Yeah. Anyway, if you want to rate and subscribe, we would greatly appreciate it on Apple Podcast or on Spotify. We also are on Patreon, where we cover a lot of TV at the moment. We're watching House of the Dragon, among other things, and we're also on Apple Podcast subscription. So if you're listening in Apple, take a look. There's a 7-day free trial there. You can subscribe and see all our bonus episodes, and you've no obligation to stay on after the 7 days.
And we should also say we are not going to be able to get to Spider-Man next weekend, so we're going to be taking a short break.
Yeah.
We're away, but then we'll get to that obviously the following week.
And we're really looking forward to Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Talk about original IP.
Yeah, I know. He's a man who's also a spider.
Yeah.
Who'd thought of that?
We're full of shit as well, because we're dying to see Spider-Man. So there you go.
Yeah.
Bye.
No, but this is a brand new day.
Of course.
Don't you see?
Yeah.
All right. Bye.
There is no escape. Oh, there is one escape.
The right window treatments change everything. Your sleep, your privacy, the way every room looks and feels. At Blinds.com, we've spent 30 years making it surprisingly simple to get exactly what your home needs. We've covered over 25 million windows and have 50,000 5-star reviews to prove we deliver. Whether you DIY it or want a pro to handle everything from measure to install, we have you covered. Real design professionals, free samples, zero pressure. Right now, get up to 50% off with minimum purchase, plus get a free professional measure at Blinds.com. Rules and restrictions apply.